It's Madden NFL 23. And coming up, we'll see the electric Kyler Murray. Solid performance a week.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. First carry for James Conner. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Murray. Screen pass to Conner. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To Conner on the check down. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Murray to Moore, 1st down, Arizona. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. On the move to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Again on 2nd down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. From midfield. field. Here's Carr.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Carr now on first down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Now Carr again. Got a man. It's Brown.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Running left, it's Hall.
And oh, he coughed it up. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. 6 catches, 86 yards.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
Ball starts.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Throwing now is Murray. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Murray now to throw.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And just nowhere to go for Connor. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
That's taken on the 25. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. An impressive 75-yard punt return.
And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. We'll flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for.
Touchdown, Cardinals!
Rondale Moore.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
From the 22, Carr. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Play action. Now it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming.
That is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. This will be caught by Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Hall want to give up the middle.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The Jets at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Murray. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And the Jets will take over.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. On play action, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Jamison Williams.
52 yards.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Steps away.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Carr. Open man here is Conklin.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, Carr. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. We're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Carr. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Card out to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. Touchdown! Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Murray fighting. Lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes. So they will hold on to the ball.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football. Lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good... able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Murray now.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A final shot before half for Murray. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
And the half will begin with a touchback. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this 3rd quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll give to Hall. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards that time.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
Throw over the middle. He's got Rucker.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Carr to throw.
That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got this, complete to Williams.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to the ground with Hall.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second and 6. All again on 2nd down.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge for...
After review of the play.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. They'll try to run with Hall.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. They start the drive with Connor. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Free kick out of bounds.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
A give running right is Hall.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Carr now on 1st down.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. Here it's 3rd and 3. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the post.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, The second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? To throw, it's Murray. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Murray to air it out again. He's going to look deep for more. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Murray. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Going deep for Hopkins. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his fourth touchdown on the year.
And the Cards' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense.
Thus far, he's been quite the dual threat. Touchdown on the ground, another through the air. He's just so versatile, isn't he?
He is, and he's exactly what I think we're looking for in the NFL now out of the running back position. Guys who can do everything running it, but also act as receivers. And I don't just mean, you know, the stopgap guys. I don't mean safety valve. I'm talking about big-time parts of it, whether they're going to split out, whether they're going to swing out of the backfield. Sometimes they act like a true wide receiver, and he's having that type of a game in this one.
It'll be interesting to see if he can keep it going both phases. Let's see.
Hall again on second down.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the gun now on third down, Carr.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 33 yards that time.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And Carlson missed it. Hold it to the left. And that'll keep this a 19-point game. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. That's out to the flat for Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Now Murray. He's going deep for Brown. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. From the gun, Murray. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So that drive of 4 plays. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jets have got it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Ball again on second down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Carr going to throw.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Straight ahead is Hall.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Cardinal offense takes back over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Point after here coming up. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Down 2 scores, out of timeouts. A must recover if they're going to have any shot. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Down 2 scores, out of timeouts. A must recover if they're going to have any shot. And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door.
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 148 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Hall again.
Shifts by him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the top.